Hi everyone, it's Katarina and it's Saturday, May 18th, and I'm here at my Mystical Emporium in Prescott, Ontario. Thank you very much for watching, and please hit subscribe and the bell for notifications of any new videos. Thank you very much. The reading that I'm going to be doing today is a business alignment reading for our water sign friends. That's our Cancerians, Pisceans, and Scorpio individuals. Now, this is a general reading, and as always, take from it what makes sense to you. Discard what does not, as it is a general reading. This reading may resonate with those that have a moon or ascendant sign in one of these water signs. So, let's get started. What is my role in this business? The first card we have here is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a wonderful card when you're looking to start a venture, realign a business, reinvent yourself. It's terrific because it speaks of new energy, new passion, new vitality to a business. So if whatever you've been doing prior to this has been lacking, it's a really great card to have, because this tells you you need to bring the dreams that you've had, the ideas that you have, into reality. They can no longer remain in the ethers and in your head and in your heart. They must be displayed for all to see. And the second card, why do I want to start this business? Well, the Ten of Swords. And as you see, this is quite a heavy card. The Ten of Swords is someone who has had a lot of suffering mentally, and it's really gotten into their body and their whole soul and everything. So the Ten of Swords in this case means that either you have suffered a tremendous amount of pain and loss and are ready to start again, or you may be dealing with individuals that are in this position. So the strength of that is that you understand what it is you've gone through and what they potentially have gone through. So this, together with this nature of yours that is really empathetic, you have a great deal of empathy for others. And if you have experienced this yourself, then you understand what they're going through. The warning I have for this, though, as always, is to realize what your boundaries are and to protect yourself and shield yourself into realizing that if you are working with people that are suffering, is that you need to realize that it does not belong to you. You have your own space. Although we're all connected, we do have individual experiences that we need to go through. So it's really important for you to energetically protect yourself so that you can help people. All right? And the third card is, what would I like to become? Well, Three of Swords. It's a card where you see three swords in there, but you also see the clouds clearing. So what you'd like to do in your business or service is to provide clarity, to be honest and open communication. Perhaps in the field you want to go in, you've seen a lot of misinformation or contradictory information, perhaps some unfair practices, like, people overcharging someone for their services, not being clear in what it is they offer. Maybe even the process is bogged down with unnecessary details or paperwork. Your role in this is to provide clarity to your clients and show them that, this is the way I do things. This is what I have to offer. And this is the potential risks and the potential benefits. So this can apply to anything in a service. So if you were providing financial advice, you need to be very clear as to what your role in it is, what the risks and benefits are to the customer, and what the expectations are. So it's very important for you to be able to articulate in a clear, concise, understandable manner for those that do not have your expertise, so that there's a comfort level. Always take it in a sense that these individuals are your family members and people that you care about. If you work from that point of view, you can only bring a lot of great energy and positive stuff towards yourself, because then you can be successful, but so can the other person, as long as you're honest with them and that you've checked and your industry standards are there. Same thing in the medical or professional. So if you provide a service, you're doing a roof, that you're offering fair charges for fair labor, for fair practices, and that you're doing the best you can. If you're repairing a car, the limitations of the repairs you're doing and how long it may last. If you know that somebody needs to eventually change an engine and there's just, you're changing a few things in the engine for now, you need to make it clear that this is the cost right now, but it may only last you this amount of time, so you have to decide, do you want to invest in a new engine or do you want to invest in a new car? This is the type of advice and clarity that you would need to provide to your clients. What can I offer my customers? The Hermit. The Hermit, it means that you've done a lot of introspection and soul searching, and you walk a very specific ethical path. So what you have to offer your clients is truth and integrity and wisdom. So this is very important, because you do want your clients to trust you, and you want them to refer you and to say that Mary Jane has done a good deal for me, and she was honest with me, and she used her wisdom and her experience in order to best serve me. Even if it's news that a client does not want to hear, it's important that you're honest with them. And so your wisdom and honesty and experience are one of the big things that you can offer them. What makes what I offer special? The Page of Wands. It's a new day, it's a new time, it's a new bent on a service or product. Perhaps you're making yourself more efficient. Perhaps you're offering services and hours that other businesses don't. Perhaps you're working on a mobile company where you can actually go out to the customer because the customer is so busy that you need to go out to see them. Perhaps you've gotten a new piece of equipment or machinery that helps you stand out from your competitors. Perhaps your experience puts you above those and gets the client through the process more inexpensively and also in a shorter period of time. And for many people, they will pay a little bit more. They don't mind if they can get the results they want in a shorter time frame. Who is my ideal customer? Well, the Four of Swords. It's someone who's taken time away from what their issue or problem was, and they tried to solve it themselves. So, maybe someone who's tried to, if you're a hairdresser, they've tried to do their own services on their hair or their skin or whatever it is. They tried to do their own coloring, and now they're in a big mess. So your ideal customer is someone who's tried to do things on their own, and it hasn't worked, and now you need to sort of rescue them. So maybe you've gotten someone who's tried to do their own website, and they've made a big mess of it, and their security features aren't in place correctly. Perhaps you've even had someone who's tried to repair their own car or even treat themselves medically. So it's now up to you to come and rescue them and show them the proper way of doing things. That's your ideal customer. How can you serve them? Two of Swords. You can serve them by removing any bullshit that's out there. You want to look inside yourself and look at the customer or the person you're serving holistically. So mind, body, and soul. And, you say, well, what does that have to do as a mechanic? But, you may be coming through someone on a limited budget, and you want to make recommendations for those people that's really going to be efficient because, they've got children and a life. So you may want to be honest with them. Is it worth the repair of this vehicle, or is it time to move on? If you're a consultant, they rely on you to be able to do your research, to be able to bring to them the best solutions in the shortest time frame, to be honest, and to bring them your expertise. What do I need to start? The Hangman. Well, you are who you are, But many of you don't realize just what it is you can offer your clients. Sometimes, it's not always the hard and fast product or service. It may just be you as an individual, and the way that you articulate the services and the way that you help the client navigate. You have to look for what your differentiator is. So you have to look at yourself and your business from um, a new position. What is it that you offer your customers that is different? So what makes you who you are, and what can you offer? So that takes a little bit of self-evaluation, but it means that you can't fool yourself in the skills that you have, but you can't also sell yourself short. It's important to look at your business and yourself and be honest as to what is the differentiator for you. Are you prepared? Oh, you're damn sure you're prepared, because the card that finishes up this reading here is the Page of Pentacles. And it's an offer, and it's money, and it's business, and it's a new beginning. So whether you've done this business, whether you're reinventing the business, whether you're reinventing yourself, the Page of Pentacles is an excellent indicator that you're ready to go on this venture. So, with anything, nothing is perfect. There's successes, there's failures, there's getting up and down, and getting off your behind and picking yourself up. And when you do so, don't beat yourself up about it. I'm not saying you will, because the indicators are good, but if there's little things that go wrong, what did you learn from it? What are you going to keep doing? What would you do differently? Do you need help from someone else, be it part-time or full-time? Do you need another advisor or mentor? Don't be shy. So the indicators are a fresh new beginning is in the offing for you, and it looks really good. As long as you ask yourself all these questions and you're honest with yourself and you do the necessary practices, if there's licensing you need or education you need, that's fine too. Just keep going and getting at it, and you'll be happier. And this is what you will bring to your customers, is what they're looking for: integrity, honesty. Thank you very kindly. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please click like and share with your friends. Thank you. Have a great day.